dare you?
All right, so let's see. Speaking of pussy, drag queen speaks out after far-right extremists storm children's event at Bay Area Library. So let's see what these guys are talking about.
Hosting a kids' reading event in celebration of Pride Month when suddenly the unthinkable happened.
8 to 10 Proud Boys marched in with their cameras blazing, pointed at me.
Oh, Pride Boys.
Cheering from the back.
Proud.
A man believed to be affiliated with the far-right
No,
extremist
Pride Boys. Like
No.
that. Those are like racist, like, you know, anti-LGBT dudes, like, you know, just like those tiki torch white guys.
No.
That's who.
But you're saying Pride. No, they're saying Proud Boys.
Okay,
But they're the same
that's
thing.
what it is.
They're
Like,
the
you know,
same
Proud Boys. Yeah, but yeah.
utterly homophobic and transphobic
Oh,
insults
shit.
people say.
They said, "Who brought the tranny? It's a groomer. It's a pedophile. Why did you bring your kids to this event?"
Panda Dulce.
Escorted by security away from
It's a weird
the
name.
event, Law enforcement was called.
What was his name?
Panda Dulce.
Let me see.
So funny name.
Panda Candy.
It's a group.
New details.
Oh, so he is a drag queen. Okay,
Panda
yeah.
Dulce. Drag queen.
See, this is weird, man. Like, you know, I've got no problem with fucking trans and gay people and all that stuff. I've got no problem with it. But,
Sure.
like, to me, there's just something funny about seeing a little fucking drag queen, like, you know, a tiny little one. Like, that's funny to me. Like, but it's not
You
funny
mean like
enough.
a kid drag queen?
Yeah, like, to me, that's fucking funny. Like, they to me, like, they already look fucking god awful. They're trying to look beautiful, but they put on more mascara and makeup than the women. They look fucking ridiculous. They like the drag queens, like, they kind of look like those old women, the old Mexicanas that just can't let it go. Got the fucking like blue eyeshadow all fucking up here and shit. Like, that's what they fucking, and like, more power to them. But like, you know, I just think they don't need all that shit. Like, you know, I think just the heels and the dress and a little bit of shit. But like, you know, when it's fucking over the top, like, that shit's funny. And it's even fucking funnier whenever it's like a little human. Like, but like, I don't fucking hate them. I'm not gonna go and fucking tell them they don't belong. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with a kid being in his own skin, and that's just me. I'm sorry, but like, you know, there's nothing wrong with, like, you know, someone wanting to feel comfortable in their own skin. Like,
So there are kids that dress up like little girls, right? There are boys that dress up like little girls, and then there's also and there's also parents that give kids like testosterone blocker, right? Or estrogen booster.
I didn't know that. Oh, like if they decide they want to go that route, that's insane.
Like if an 8-year-old boy tells you, "Hey, I'm actually a girl. You mind preventing puberty?"
That's crazy.
Ain't that crazy?
That's nuts.
That's where it gets a little. When you start fucking with the chemical compounds, that's where it kind of gets crazy.
And that's whenever I'm not allowed to put my opinion because I have a penis.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, like my opinion only goes so far. But like that's kind of, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think an 8-year-old is cognitively developed enough to decide like, hey, I want to stop my hormone. You know, that's insane.
An 8-year-old wants to
saying no.
An 8-year-old wants to do anything. Let's see. Novelist James Patterson says older white man experience is another form of racism.
Wait, say that. Go. What does that say?
It says he says older white men experience another form of racism,
a different kind of racism.
Yeah, dude, you don't know about
this bullshit.
You don't know about this kind of racism, dude. So please. So it says the thriller novelist said white male writers experience another form of racism in an interview with the Times published on Sunday, lamenting the plight of older white males. Hell yeah, because we all know about that older white male plight. So what's that all about? Patterson mused.
Very tough, I guess.
Can you get a job? Yes. Is it harder? Yes. It's even harder for older writers. You don't need many 52-year-old white males.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on, I had to stop. Hold on. First of all, the whole fucking library is filled with white males. Let's see. The comment came after the outlet observed that the white author's early success was found in part on the character of a black detective, the fictional Alex Cross. In this crime series about the cop and forensic psychologist, Morgan Freeman portrayed the detective in 2 film adaptations, Kiss the Girls and Along Came a Spider. I just wanted to create a character who happened to be black, Patterson said. I would not have tried to write a serious saga about a black family. It's different in a detective story because the plot is so important. The author is almost always on the side of free speech, he said, noting that he was appalled when the staff at its publisher, Little Brown and Company, staged a walkout in 2020 to protest the publication of Woody Allen's memoir. Apparently Woody Allen got his fucking memoir protest after all that shit came out with Dalen Farrow. After she accused him of sexual abuse and stuff. But that's interesting. So he's saying that as writers, now white people aren't getting hired. That is the new thing with like this new like kind of new age, right? Like everybody does like want like young black dudes or like, you know what I mean, minorities.
That whole thing is fucking funny to me. That's hilarious because like usually like you have to be like white to get yourself in the door for like, you know, those kind of writing jobs and shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Oh my God, that's just complaining. That's top notch complaining to me. That's white people problems, in my opinion.
You feel like you experienced racism in the past?
Yeah, for sure. Especially working in the kitchens, I've seen it projected towards the immigrants.
Really?
The people that you know that don't really speak English, and then the people who had to learn English but aren't that well at speaking it.
Sure.
You know, the white people and the white bosses will assume that they're unintelligible just because they have an accent or because they don't speak your language, and they'll say things, and I hear everything in the kitchen. And there was just so many times where I heard, like, you know, the white boss or the white chef just say something fucked up. And, like, no one says anything because if you do, then you get fired. And I even saw, like, someone, like, being threatened with, like, you know, deportation, I guess. Because they were saying that they needed, like, something off or whatever, and the chef was just being a real dick. Saying, you know, I know your status in this country is illegal. Like, I'm going to fuck you over. Like, you know, it was really fucked up.
That's fucked up.
But as far as, like, me experience it, like, I've experienced it in, like, different ways. Like, you know, with the father, with that kind of shit.
Yeah.
When I lived in Plano.
I mean, that's pretty fucking racist, you know?
Yeah.
But you're right.
When I lived in Plano, like, there was just so many instances where because I was big and brown, like, it just things didn't go as well as they could have. Like this one time, like this female police officer showed up to our house in Plano and was looking for a man and a woman who were in a blue car because they were arguing.
Okay.
Now, I had a light blue Toyota Camry, and like I'm a big man, and then they saw my brother, and they just because I had a blue car, they you know. So this police officer knocks on my door and asks me about all this shit, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I try to close the door, and she puts her foot in front of the door, and then just walks inside the house, and then like puts me up against the wall and shit like that. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on right
illegal.
now?
Highly illegal.
Yeah, and then like as she's doing her shit, like she gets a call saying they found him, and I was like, she's like, oh, have a good day, and I was like,
okay.
fucking cool.
Okay, fuck it. Thanks for the fucking...
Yeah. Like literally, like, you know, just the dumbest shit because this cop is on a fucking power trip. And like I consider it racist because like, you know, they're white and I'm brown. Like I don't know, like, you know, that's just me.
Yeah.
To me, that's
it's
why
hard
that
not to
happened.
call it racist.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see that lady like doing that to a white person, and she just has that look to her. Like, you know, I hate to say that about like, you know, just anyone, but like, you know, it just kind of seemed a little too coincidental for it not to be racist.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, she refused to fucking tell me like what color like these people were. They didn't say, and like neither one of us were a fucking woman. Mm-hmm. Like, you know,
They were looking
just
for a couple.
Yeah, they were looking for problems, is what she was looking for.
How dare you!